everyone, thank you so much again for joining me. Today I would like to do this beautiful painting with a nice and warm background and the pumpkin and cat that's matched with the Halloween, and that's a beautiful and cute painting. So we start from the background with the red color, yellowy one, orange, white, and all round and circle shape. Move on till the end. After we finish everything, we move forward and painting the pumpkin and our cat. So let me start with the background. I'm start with this red color, and the paper I choose is 9 by 12 inches. So I start with the center and just with circle motion anywhere you can add this nice reddish color. Even we can add a little orange as well, doesn't matter, just the red. It's okay if you're interested to move on with the orange color. I like the red color, it's nice and warm. So I go with the red, make the big circle shape here on the center, and I'm going to use heavy paint because heavy paint can absorb more on the paint and more on the canvas, and even can cover all the white of canvas very well. So this is a big circle. Then move on with the red color, the yellow one. The yellow that I use is not permanent yellow. It's just gold yellow, and gold yellow has a heavy texture on it, so it can sit on top of any color, like it can sit beside the red. But if you have another yellow, maybe you need to mix with one opaque color to get rid of the transparency, because yellow is so transparent. But it depends which yellow you use. This gold yellow is not transparent, so you can see easily can sit on top and cover everything. But if you use any yellow which is transparent, we need to mix a little yellow with the white, and that's helpful to make it more transparent. So take really heavy paint like that and try to come on top, and with this circle motion try to cover around the edge like this. Move on and make interesting circle motion. Even with the yellow we can come a little bit to the center of red color and make it more interesting. Then back to red again. I just go to play with the paint to work on my background and make it interesting. And the reason is acrylic dry fast, so we need to be fast, or we need to move on a little bit more and more to let the colors blend together with heavy paint, and don't let it to dry so fast. So this heavy paint, really feeling relaxed, I just try to cover it, and it's easier to go with a bigger size of brush if your canvas is big. I don't like to use water actually on my paint. It depends, because if I use more water it more look like watercolor, so I prefer to have acrylic paint look like oil color. Because of that I don't fan of water to add in between. So lots of yellow red here. I think I'm okay with it. Then I move on with the white color, the pure white color, and I don't clean my brush at all. I just go with the paint, move on here, and they already blend together and give me nice result. On the edge is okay. When they wet, let them move into each other and let them a little bit blend together, which is lovely. And on further, when we move, like on this part of the edge, I think it's nice to mix a little brown into white and just a touch of red. It gives us a nice color that match with our painting. and we can cover the edge with this color. Fourth side is covered by this nice dark brownish color. If you see that it's dry, just cover it by a little white close to that and let them move in together, blend very well into each other. So I'm happy with it. Around the paper is just a tape, so when I remove the tape I get rid of this actually really dirty part, and I let it completely dry. Then I'm coming on top with black color and add the cat on top with pumpkin. Okay, now next part, after the background is get ready and dry completely, we would like to add the details of pumpkins and the cats and all these details that we have on top with just a black color, and then we can add a little bit like a grayish color around and add these details more and more and make our painting interesting. Then after we can add this star on top of the sky. So I just start with the drawing, and I'm going with the smaller brush, which is easier to do. Even if you have pointy brush, great too. I'm going to start with the black. Just start with the pumpkin. I try to draw one line here. It's okay if it gets a little lighter, that's fine. We will cover it with the pure black and make it dark and dark. Just draw it. The background that I'm working on, it's not completely dry, because of that it's a little mix. And now I want to draw the shape of eyes. And then nose. And the mouth is just, we see a little bit here, a little bit here, and then come up. And then it's connect together. This is the tape actually. So that's the pumpkin. Even we can add a tone or later on, it's okay. Anytime we can cover it by paint, it's fine. And then let me first move on with the cat and then finishing the coloring. So I start, imagine this is the neck, and just move on with the chest, form it like that with the whole belly of brush, move it. This is just front of body, and imagine this is neck, and that's the back of my cat body, and come on top of the pumpkin. So this is whole cat body, and it shows the hand is just like that, come in front. Then the tail. So tail starts from here, come up, and then turn it like that. And now the head part. And then make it more accurate. For the ears, come a little bit longer. Here too. Add a tone a little bit and make this part a little bit circly, curvy. So the first apply of paint always not really clean because of black it's not covered very well. It's more like a transparent color, so we need to apply with second layer and make it more interesting and clean. So this is the cat with pumpkin, and the details will come on top later more and more. Okay, now I would like to work more on coloring the cat. So with thick paint and heavy paint, start adding more color on body, face and body as well. And then let this black color cover everything. Sometimes it's easier to finish everything with the black and the bigger size of brush, but we need to have control on it, not to move everywhere. Especially for pumpkin, if you start with the heavy paint and the bigger brush, much more easier to cover the pumpkin. I just take heavy paint and apply on canvas. Even when you see the brush stroke would be great. We don't need to cover everything. We just okay to see all these brush stroke be so thick. Okay, that's clean and clear to finish all this dark color here. Then we can move on for more details on the small part, and I'm going to use my smaller brush. This is good for the bigger one first. So for the smaller one, I'm coming with the pointy brush, which is easier to go pointy and round brush to make the top of the ear a little bit more pointy, to make tail and just this line. Actually for this line I prefer to have a little bit drop of water. That helpful to move your brush easily. Like start from this thick paint. Sometimes need a little bit be slow to add more details on top. And then I'm coming on top of here to add more details. So more line here. And then we need the whiskers. I'm not adding a lot, I just try to do once. And then move on with this line. And I would like to make a little bit tail more interesting as a net. I just go like that to make a net on it. So really for details it's easier to do with a round and pointy brush. So you can have a clean painting with the tip of brush to do it. It's so much easier. And then from center come down. I just would like to have a spider here. Which is so cute. And all these details happen with tip of brush. So we finished with everything that we have for the details. I just would like to mix a little white with black to make a grayish color around the brush, and just a little bit come on top and add just a tone with a grayish color. Just a nice beautiful effect and on the body. Because when we leave it just a black, it's not interesting, but when you are coming on top with another color, it's more interesting to have a little light and dark and shadow and everything. But be careful when the surface is wet. You need to more go with the heavy paint and thick paint, and doesn't let to leave it on a sticky part. about the darker tone. And then I would like to make the yellow of nose a little more. Clean the brush, or we can use another brush, both are okay. Just move on with the pure yellow inside the eye. So slow and gently. I'm going with the really thick paint. That's so cute to do. After it gets dry, you can see all this texture on top. Even inside the mouth. And always you can fix the shape or fix drawing. That's so lovely. And I think it's okay. We can finish this part. And just clean the brush, move on with the pure white color to add some dot everywhere as a star. Or even you can add some tiny line around some of them to make this star more look like the real one. You can make it some big, some smaller. Doesn't need to be so busy, just a little bit, it's okay. And I'm going to add some tiny, like a plus on some of them to make it more look like the tiny star. So we can call our beautiful painting is done. That's so cool, and I hope you enjoy this painting. And yeah, finish a beautiful piece for Halloween day. Thank you so much. Have a good day and hope to see you next time.